He has had a book bag full of books dropped on his head. He's been kicked and made fun of. It's called bullying, and what happened to one student happens to many more kids than you may think. I dug up the numbers to prove it. Take a look. Statewide, the school report card says Idaho had 4,011 bullying incidents in K through 12 in 2005. In 2006, that number jumped to 4,715. Now, let's look specifically at Boise schools. Take a look. The district had 120 bullying cases in 2005, and look how that number went up in 2006 to 167 incidents. And if these numbers don't hit you in the gut, tonight we put a face on the facts in a story you'll only see on 2. Watch 17-year-old sophomore Jon Bowers, and doing homework is a team effort.
Okay.
Mom reads the biology textbook and he takes notes.
We usually think of unexplored territory as being distant or remote.
It's incredible he's even here. 7 years ago, he had his first brain surgery for a tumor. What a remarkable recovery. But that's not what this story is about.
They would call me stupid, they would call me retard.
Jon says it's something far more painful.
Some kids would come up and try to hit me because I would wear a helmet at recess because I had no skull to speak of.
When Jon was 10, he says he was a victim of bullying.
And I was extremely tired, so I laid down on the floor, put my backpack under my head, and closed my eyes. And one of the other kids came over and decided it would be funny to drop his book bag full of textbooks onto my face and gave me a very bad black eye.
Jon says it all happened at Boise's Liberty Elementary School. Beth says she watched her happy son turn into a withdrawn, depressed child.
I was fit to be tied. I was a mother bear, and there were times I was very difficult to deal with.
Beth says she complained to school administrators, but she just didn't get the answers she wanted. Her only choice was to take Jon out of the Boise School District and move to Nampa.
It was huge for us, but we did it. It was best for our children, and that's what we chose to do.
I went to the Boise School District to nail down more facts, but Jon's file was just too old to be tracked. But what I did learn, it's a whole new generation of bullying.
Kids through text messaging and instant messaging are definitely sending very hurtful messages anonymously.
Counselor Sandy Rumpel says teacher training is constantly updating at Liberty and district-wide. And if you ask Beth, she's learned years later parents can't put all responsibility on teachers. Can you get rid of bullying?
Yes, absolutely you can. But it has to be an all-encompassing effort.
The school district's advice, kids, if you're a victim of bullying,
talk to someone. Don't keep it a secret. That's the most important thing. Talk with an adult and we'll be able to direct and help and offer that support.
Because if you ask Jon, even years later, the scars remain. You've been through a brain tumor. I understand you've also survived West Nile Virus.
Yes.
And you've had bullying. Out of those three, what was the most painful experience in your life?
I'd have to say the bullying is the most painful thing that I've had to deal with.
All right, parents and students, does my story have you wondering, well, how can I take action and stop bullying? I dug deeper into the facts on what the school district is doing to reach out to students. So take a look. Whether you are a student at these schools or not, there are 3 different community events coming up. They're all at 7 o'clock at Boise High on March 6th, Timberline on March 10th, and Capitol High on the 13th. District administrators want you, students, to come out with your parents and learn how to challenge your friends in school to be kind and compassionate. The events lead up to a valley-wide community event at 7 o'clock March 19th in the Idaho Center. They are hoping for several thousand folks.